So you are thinking about moving to the DFW Metroplex and you're looking for a great suburb to live in. Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking all about Arlington, Texas. We're going to be giving you the pros and the cons of what it's like living in Arlington, Texas. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. We're going to get to it right now. What's going on, everyone? This is your boy Dre the Realtor, and I am here with my colleague Rebecca Vinton.
Hello.
She is a Arlington native, and we both work for Sukasa Realty. You know the gang, you know the squad, and we help people buy and sell homes in the DFW Metroplex. We also help people relocate to the DFW. In this video, like I said earlier, we are going to be talking about Arlington, Texas. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to be the first to know when we upload a new video. If you find any value from this video and you want to move or relocate to the DFW, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, whatever you got to do to get in contact with me. I got your back when moving to the DFW. So, Rebecca.
Yes, Dre.
Like I said, we are talking about Arlington.
Yes, my hometown.
Her hometown. How long were you living in Arlington?
Are we going to tell my age?
Oh, damn.
My whole life.
Sorry. Your whole life? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
40
cool.
years.
40 years. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I've been through the 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Oh, wow.
I just recently moved, I'm going to say like 6 years ago, but my mom and family still live there, so I'm always there. So I've seen it back in the day, I've seen it change, I've seen buildings come and go, I've seen the new constructions that's happening now. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
I've seen it all. I know the history.
So
for sure.
tell us, from living in Arlington, Texas, what are some of the pros about living in Arlington?
Well, I'm going to say my major number one pro would be location. So you have Dallas and Fort Worth, or opposite, and Arlington is right in the middle. So when you look at Arlington on a map, you can see Arlington is surrounded by all major highways. You're surrounded by I-30, you're surrounded by 360, I-20, and then you got your 287. Arlington basically touches a lot of the Metroplex. So Dallas, Fort Worth, HEB, Mansfield. You're going to go anywhere, and if you travel a lot, maybe you have a job, that goes everywhere, Arlington is pretty locational. If you want to go to Dallas, it's 30 minutes. If you want to go to Fort Worth, it's 30 minutes. If you want to go from one end of Arlington to the other, you got your major highways that can get you there in about 15 minutes. So that's my number one pro.
Y'all see, she's the expert. Y'all, she is the expert. If you want to move to Arlington, Texas, and you want to know everything about Arlington, make sure you hit us up. Rebecca will get you right. As you can see, she's very knowledgeable. One of my pros about Arlington, Texas is the convenience, right? I feel like there's a vibe for everybody in Arlington, Texas, and there's always something fun to do. I literally just moved here about a year and a half ago. I know they got the Cowboy Stadium, and honestly, I hate the Cowboys, but they have a ton to do there. They have Texas Live.
Blue, yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Her husband has a whole Cowboys man cave.
Yep.
And I respect the guy, but
we're gonna convert Dre soon.
If the Washington football team keep losing, oh Lord have mercy. But they have Cowboy Stadium. They have Texas Live, which is a really cool place where you can go hang out after the game. I know I was there. One of my buddies, he went to the Rangers game, and he went to Texas Live. I had to meet him. He came out from out of state, and I met him over there. Went to the Texas Rangers game, and then I met him at Texas Live. And it was a whole movie. It's like a big party, a lot of bars, different restaurants down there. So it's a vibe for everyone.
And kids, too.
And kids.
I mean, Dre's right. Arlington is known as the entertainment district of the Metroplex.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
It is.
They have Six Flags.
They have Six Flags, Hurricane Harbor, which back in the day it was Wet and Wild. So
okay.
You're my age, you know. He's right. There's Texas Live. I've seen 3 Ranger stadiums built. There's
wow.
the Dallas Cowboys that just
Then that one just got built too.
So yeah, I've seen all 3 of them. Been to all 3 of them.
Okay.
And then for kids, like we said, Six Flags has been there. For families, there's Levitt's Pavilion, which does live music, and UTA is there. So UTA is the most diverse college, has all ethnicities there, and they're building it so modern that now downtown has become part of the UTA culture, and so it's more for families and young college kids. So it's really awesome.
Yeah, I hear a lot about UTA. When I was in the apartment leasing industry, a lot of in Irving, a lot of people who were going to UTA were saying that they wanted to move close by. So that's dope. What else is a pro about living in Arlington?
So not only convenience, entertainment, there's always something to do, always somewhere to go. There's a lot of, if you're on Instagram, there's a lot of pages you can follow that keep you updated with the farmers market, the craft festivals. There's a new area in downtown that they're doing something every Thursday. You can take your family, your dogs, just go on a date. It's really nice to go down there. You have parks, you have the live music, the sports. And then in the summer, you are entertained all summer because of those water parks and Six Flags.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say that's the second pro.
Okay, perfect. And I just want to touch back on the convenience of living in Arlington. So it's basically, like she said, in the middle of the Metroplex, so you're not too far from Fort Worth. So if you want to head over to the Stockyards and get your Fort Worth living on, you got that option. If you want to go over to Dallas, and get your Deep Ellum vibes, your club, your nightlife, and your uptown vibes. You got that option. If you want to head over to Plano, Frisco, get your North Dallas vibes. Like everything is available for you. Another thing I like about Arlington is very modern. It's not too fancy smancy. They do have some fancy areas in Arlington, right?
Yeah, and they're up and coming. So Arlington is an older subdivision of, what is it? What's the word?
Suburb?
Suburb, yeah, of Dallas Fort Worth. So back in my day, Arlington was like, pretty small. It was smaller. It wasn't as big. All we had was Six Flags and, like I said, Wet and Wild. And the Rangers. We didn't have anything else. So it wasn't the entertainment district at that time in the 80s and 90s. Late 90s, early 2000s. Is when everything started coming. Now, when Jerry came, that was a whole nother, Jerry blew it up. So then, of course, we got to support the Cowboys, right? And that's when it all started going. We've always had UTA since I've been little, but UTA used to just be this tiny little college, and now it's just grown so much. And I believe they just got a grant for $1 million to build a new part of UTA, so that's even more exciting. Because of UTA, because of the entertainment district, the old downtown Arlington has changed significantly. And it has become more modern, like you said. So the thing that I like about Arlington, which probably is another pro, is you get that old school feeling of an old suburb, but now they're trying to, go into the modern. They're constantly changing.
I feel like it does have some of those more younger vibes down there.
They're changing with the times, which some cities don't do that. You see, they just stay stagnant and they're just like old, but Arlington is growing. So if you want an ever-changing suburb, that's the place to be, for sure. Okay,
cool. Let's get into the cons. So one of my biggest cons is that I don't know a lot about Arlington, and I'm not afraid to admit that. That's why we have the Arlington expert here. One of my biggest cons about Arlington is that it is so huge and it's confusing. Like, I don't know, there's so many different parts to Arlington. For it to be a suburb of the DFW and one of the smaller cities in the DFW is North Arlington, whatever.
South, it's north, south, east, and west.
I'm like,
and central.
Yeah, so it's confusing. So many different areas, that you can choose from to live in, and if you're not from here, if you're not from here, then it definitely be hard for you to choose. But that's why you have us. We are here to help you locate that dream area for you to live in Arlington or anywhere in the DFW. Do you have a con for me?
Con, I think we mentioned this before, is traffic.
Traffic. Oh yeah.
Because of the sports. So on game day for Rangers, on game day for Cowboys, and those both venues, both hold, and Texas Live, do concerts. So if there's a concert, if there's a game, Six Flags, like, you're kind of screwed.
Oh, wow.
Like, you're going to be sitting in traffic. Remember, I said earlier that Arlington does border other cities. So Grand Prairie every Sunday has Traders Village.
Oh, wow.
And so 360 and combines or makes Arlington and Grand Prairie touch. So on Sundays, 360 is pretty packed because of Traders Village.
Look, she's plugging y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on the south side, which is I-20, that's all the shopping. We got our major big mall, the Parks Mall over there.
Oh,
and
that's
then we also
huge.
have the Highlands. So all the restaurants, all the shopping's over there. So, you know, again, that's going to be a little bit busier because all your shopping's on the south side. Your north side is all the sports. And then your east side is 360, which is, you know, constantly connecting 30 and 20 together, so that's busy.
Okay.
So your least trafficky area is going to be on the west side, which is that 287 area.
Okay,
it's
look.
more suburbish.
Look,
Yeah.
you're taking me to school right now. I'm so excited.
And we also have a lake, Lake
Oh,
Arlington.
really?
Yeah.
How is that? What
It's a
can you
little
do
bitty
there?
lake, and you can do everything. You
Oh, really?
can kayak, you can fish, you can do a lot of stuff. And houses surround that, so if
A
you
lot of
want to live over
people
there.
don't know, like when they move to the DFW, they think we just have city vibes.
No.
We don't have like that lake or hiking
have
stuff like
lots.
that. Yeah, lots.
You got-
and I was one of
yep.
those people. I remember one time I had got a YouTube call and somebody's like, do y'all have lakes? I'm like, nah. I started doing my, I was like, oh,
We do.
wow.
We have a lot of lakes.
Yeah, a lot of lakes.
A lot of hiking, a lot of trails. So you're into that.
Another con that I want to talk about, I know she talked about traffic, but construction is a really big thing. Since Arlington is a growing city,
Yep.
they're trying to make it more convenient for people on the road. With that comes a lot of construction. So I know for a fact the I-30 has a lot of construction going on.
And 360.
Yeah, 20 has I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, they
20
do too.
has construction going on near Arlington. So there is going to be some construction on the highways as you're passing through Arlington. I drive through Arlington nearly every day. I live in Dallas, but my brokerage in Fort Worth, so I drive I-20 and I-30 frequently. And it only takes like it only adds like 5 to 10 minutes to my commute. It's like a small slowdown. It's not too big,
it's not
but
too bad.
it can be an eyesore.
Depending on the time, yeah.
And I know like when it's raining, if you're just moving here, that can definitely be something that you may want to be cautious for.
It's not California traffic though.
Yeah, yeah, it's not
You're
that
gonna
bad.
get there.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Even during peak traffic hours,
Yeah.
it's not that bad. Can you think of any other cons? I would say it's a little old. Arlington is a little
yeah.
bit one of the older suburbs, but they do have nicer areas that you
Right.
can move to. But it really just depends on what you are looking for in the community. Because a lot of people like older houses, but
Yeah.
for me that would be a con because I want something that was built within the last 10
Right.
years. I mean, Arlington definitely does have a lot of history behind it. So.
So the older areas maybe are more reasonably priced, and the newer areas are crazy priced. So yeah, it depends on what you want. Like Dre said, if it's something a little bit newer, you're gonna have to pay for it. If you don't mind something like more of an investment or a starter home, then it can be affordable. It just depends again on the area. And you might have to look at the cities again that touch Arlington for something that might fit you. But again, Dre and I can help. Anybody at Sukasa can help and get you that home that you're looking for, even if it's that close to Arlington, so that you're touching all those major highways or whatever your needs are.
Yeah, so thank you, Rebecca,
welcome.
for your expertise. If you have any questions or you found any value from this video, make sure you drop a comment, hit a like. It really helps this video get out to more people who are looking to move or relocate to the DFW Metroplex. If you are interested in moving or relocating, give us a call, shoot us a text, or simply send us an email. Whatever you got to do to get in contact with us, we got your back when moving to the DFW. Check out one of these videos above to get more information of what it's like moving to the DFW. Until next time, deuces.